What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about MicroStrategy today, MSTR. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. We're talking about it for you, Navi. Let's get at it. I know it's been a couple days, man. I'm sorry. I fell behind on the requests in the Discord page. No excuses, though. MicroStrategy has kind of weird as it looks. It looks good, I'm just going to say. It's kind of weird, though, as this whole phase of consolidation looks. Let's draw it for what it is, right? Really, you're just in a horizontal channel, right? Resistance point there. You broke out of it a little bit there, but support zone here, right? It's just a horizontal channel, which is a really bullish phase of consolidation, honestly. And maybe it's not quite there. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's up here, and you've got your like fault points where you go outside a little bit. You know, who knows? But maybe it's not a horizontal channel at all, and that's just my false interpretation of it. But to me, bouncing off of the low points of this area where we found support, which also happened to coincide with these resistance points back here at your previous all-time highs, that looks really good. I really like that you're consolidating above this zone. It really does look good in my opinion. And just more of the same of what we've been talking about for months now is that MicroStrategy wants to move higher. I really do think it wants to move higher, and that in a matter of no time, and probably after the split happens, which when is the split? It's happening not tomorrow, but on Thursday, 2 days from now. Probably a day from the time most of you watch this, but these prices will no longer be relevant, right? It'll be a 10 to 1 split, right? 1 to 10 split, whatever the proper 10 to 1. So instead of 1,300, you'd be at 136, 107, 300, 137 almost, right? Instead of the targets being 2,400 to 3,050, it'd be 240 to 305, you know, something like that. But the point still stands that these targets are absolutely on the table. I'm very strongly in the camp of belief that it will at a minimum hit a $2,400 price. It being MicroStrategy from its current price, even with a 10 to 1 split, this math would still check out to be the same, right? A 76% gain from its current price at 1,369. It would be a 76% gain at a minimum to potentially a 123% gain at a maximum. And yes, it could go higher. Absolutely, it could go higher. If we look at the macro fib from the previous bull cycle to the relative lows that we had at the bear cycle, which, hey, you had a double bottom there before doing well as well. Hey. I really, again, just looking at this for what it is, double bottom right on your 886 in your area of consolidate. Like it looks so, I couldn't write it better myself, man. I really couldn't write a story that had a better, I don't know what to call that, man, because it's not the end. A better setup, a better midway point. I don't know. This is just setting you up for the glorious finish. But if we look at this, right, your maximum target here on the relative high to low is at 3,050, soon to be 305. But from this perspective, you could absolutely see targets with MicroStrategy being upwards to $5,400 by the end of this cycle, right? By the end of this year, I think it's very possible that MicroStrategy would at least be at like 2,400 or 2,000 or something like that, right? I very much do think. And that 1272 coming up on this macro fib being at basically the same 2,400 area on this smaller fib, I think that's no coincidence there. By the end of the year, that could be your area. But by the end of the cycle, 5,000, even higher than that is possible for the stock. So as crazy as it is, I think it's going to go there. But I don't know. All that to say, it's basically in the middle of its move right now, right? Or middle of its consolidation phase right now. So it's a decent time to DCA, I suppose, right? Best time to DCA would have been yesterday. But even with that, not worried about it. You had this humongous drop, and look at you. You still can't even get oversold. You're at these areas that you like to bounce this whole time. So I have the utmost confidence MicroStrategy is going to perform well as it just continues to with the crypto cycles, man. It's just inevitable. So, yeah, $2,400, which will be demoted to $240 soon enough. You know, that's the target area. Anything from a 76 to a 126% move by the end of the year is what I'm expecting. So, and when I say by the end of the year, that doesn't mean that it's going to be in December that these targets happen. It could mean that, but maybe it happens in October or November that we hit those targets. Maybe it's sometime in September, and then we consolidate in those areas, moving up so slightly, and then sometime in November we start to move down, and we close the year lower than those areas, yet higher than the current number. I don't know, but all I expect is that we will see probably something in the land of this 12721 area, $2,400, $3,050, soon to be $240, $305 area by the end of the year. I'm not worried about this drop at all. But time will tell. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.